Well, hello, and what can I say but welcome back to Going to Ground. Friends, it's lovely to be back with you and resume these short YouTube films. My name's Andrew Rumsey, and so many thanks to those of you who posted messages and encouragement to continue when we paused in December. And it was just lovely to hear how helpful and enjoyable some of you have found these little reflections, I guess, on themes of place, faith, landscape, Christian heritage especially. And I missed connecting with you all as well. So I've decided to start again. And we'll see how we get on. But I'm especially in this series going to be looking at how to read a church building, how to spot the signs that and clues that give away the age and background of these extraordinary places that surround us in England and all across the UK. So much that is of interest and excitement when we discover what they mean and when they were from. And I'm learning that all the time as I go around. I often see several church buildings in a day, and I've got a national role with the Church of England, enthusing about these amazing spots. But I'm still learning a great deal about them, so we'll make loads of blunders, I'm sure, along the way, just as I've done in trying to identify birds and plants in previous episodes. But I'm helped, as you will be, and we can learn it together, by the wisdom of experts, including my dear and late friend John Cannon, who wrote and presented the BBC's programme How to Build a Cathedral some years ago, and has written extensively on church architecture. And John died a couple of years ago, and it was a huge loss and too soon. And he's missed dearly and deeply still, but has left behind a wonderful legacy of work, including, if you're interested in learning about church buildings, this is a great and stylish little book called Medieval Church Architecture, and it just gives you the kind of I spy spotting clues to work out what kind of period things are from. And it's from reading books like that I can tell you that here in St Matthew's Church, Rushall, which might be familiar to some Groundlings from previous episodes, this wonderful west window in the tower, for example, is perpendicular Gothic. That's probably 15th century, at the latest early 16th century. All of those long straight lines. And there are other windows, because the fascinating thing is that different parts of a church are from different eras, usually. Churches and cathedrals are rarely from one particular period, and these ones, while the stained glass is more modern, post-war in fact, the style of the mullions, that's the stone dividers, the frames, if you like, of the window, are much more likely to be, I think, slightly earlier, from the decorated Gothic era, because they have these what are called ogee arches, slightly sweeping curves on them. It's just a taster of the kind of thing that we can learn to spot, and it just increases, I think, the fascination with these places. Now, I mentioned John Cannon partly because there's a song about John, or for John, in my new record, which is being released on Friday, and Collodion is the title of the album, and it was recorded here. So that's when you last saw me in St Matthew's. We were recording here in the summer. Took a day to record 8 songs and a poem, and they're ready for release now. And if any of you are around in the southwest this Friday, the 28th of February in Marlborough, there's a little launch gig in Sound Knowledge Records, finest record shop in the southwest. That's quite a claim. That's my claim, not theirs. But I think they're wonderful, and Roger there is hosting an event at 6:30 on Friday evening. You'd be really welcome. It's free to come in. There'll be a glass of something, and I'll be singing a couple of songs with David, who accompanies me on the album. And as I say, there's a song called "The Memorial Service Orders of Friends," which is in honour of John Cannon. Lots more to come along the way, friends, and I hope that you're doing well, and I look forward to all that lies ahead. So until the next episode, God bless you as you go to ground.